What's up, everybody? How's it going? It's Ray Carcillo here, as always, on my Twitch channel, my own personal Twitch channel. I hope you're all doing well. Yankees versus Astros. Should be a good one here. Looks like we're having a couple of. Looks like the bit rate is stable. What's up, Matt? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I think overall, maybe a tiny delay, a couple of frames dropped here or there, but nothing crazy. Looks like we're good overall, but again, hope you're all doing well. Matt, good to see you, and I'm sure other folks will be popping in soon. Yankees versus Astros at the stadium here. Lance McCullers Jr. against Brandon Woodruff. For those of you who missed it yesterday, Francisco Lindor tore his ACL, so we ended up trading for Yoan Moncada to bolster the infield, give up 3 low-level prospects, 2 AA players, and a AAA outfielder who was on the bench. Let me mute the TV so you're all not getting an echo. There we go. What's up, Cardi? How's it going? Welcome. So, beautiful day at the stadium in June. Everybody except for maybe Tristan McKenzie probably available today after salvaging the final game of that 3-game set in Tampa. Moncada ice cold. Let's see. Who could use a day off? You know what? Moncada could use a day off, actually, but with McCullers on the mound, you know, we're going to give him a straight day off. He will not make his Yankee debut at the stadium until tomorrow. We'll put Bobby Witt in, and we'll see if Witt does better. Actually, we're going to put Cabrera in the 2-hole. Ozzy Cabrera will bat second, then Olsen, Avi Garcia, Aaron Hicks, Jacob Stallings, Cody Bellinger, Bobby Witt Jr. And actually, we'll put Cody in the 6-hole, and then, no, we'll put Cody 7. And then Cody, Bobby Witt, and then Jason Dominguez. So, there we go. Moncada came over to us very tired. Had played several days in a row, went 0 for 4 in his Yankee debut in Tampa. He'll make his stadium debut in the second game that we play tonight. So if you're new to the stream, a follow, subs, all the other stuff is always appreciated. As welcome to Yankee Stadium, Brandon Woodruff, an absolute stud, acquired by the Yankees in the offseason for Jameson Taillon and Aaron Judge, at least in our franchise. We'll take on Lance McCullers Jr., who has also had a very good year. Houston, when the Yankees saw Houston in Houston, Yankees took 2 of 3. Houston at the time was only their first win of the year. They started the season actually on the way to 1-9. So the fact that they're now 45-29, that means they're 44-20 in their last 64. Woodruff making his 16th start of the year, a 9-1 record, a 1.6 ERA in just over 100 innings pitched, a WHIP well under 1, 99 strikeouts, 17 walks, and Kyle Tucker will lead off here for the Astros. 11 homers, 28 RBIs, a 2.68 average. Stallings behind the plate will receive Woodruff. First pitch is inside, 1-0, and we are underway here in a battle of first-place teams. The 1-0 from Woodruff, swing and a miss, blew a fastball by him to level the count up at 1-1. A 1-1 now from Woodruff, chopped foul to the left side. Count now 1-2. Slider backs him off the plate as that misses inside. The count goes to 2-2. It'll be a 2-2 to Tucker. Swing and a miss. Blew another fastball by him. Strike 3, 1 away. Good start there for Woodruff. He comes back with the heater, and Tucker goes down swinging. Brings up Michael Brantley hitting .339. Had a career resurgence since coming over from Cleveland. Yes, Jay, I play all 162, at least in the first season. Brantley, 10 homers, 36 RBIs. Yeah, no, I agree, Blue Shirts. It's why it was so important that Game 1 loss in overtime. The Rangers really needed to, I mean, you never know what's going to happen in a Game 7, but Carolina just looks unbeatable in Carolina. 2-1 as that misses low. Now swing and a miss on a changeup, 2-2. The 2-2 popped up, shallow left, long run for Bellinger, but this will find some grass. for a 1-out single. Brantley makes a wide turn at first, but a good throw by Belly, and he retreats back to the bag. Yep, no, I agree, Blue Shirts. I agree. I think they're close. They're very close. And I think more than anything, the experience for Shesterkin and a lot of these guys, it's a big deal as that misses outside to Alvarez. 1-0, the dangerous DH. Usually the DH for the Astros. So there's a strike, a 1-1. Former Rookie of the Year. Swing and a miss on that nasty curveball. And now quickly 1-2. The 1-2 to Alvarez. Line to left, fairly deep, but Bellinger is there. Will make the play, 2 away as Brantley retreats to first. We'll look now at the Astros starting lineup. We saw Tucker. Brantley's actually the DH today. Alvarez is in left. Altuve at second. Bregman at third. Yuli Gurriel at first. Ledmys Diaz is your shortstop. Jason Castro's behind the plate. And Jake Myers is playing center field. An interesting lineup. A lot of lefties in a row and then a bunch of righties for the Astros. As Jose Altuve, 14 homers, 40 RBIs, a 3.02 average. A trash ball player. Takes a pitch high, 1-0, and a even worse human being. As there's a strike, 1-1. Of course, you all know why I hate the Astros. As that's blocked nicely by Stallings. It's not even it's not even all of them at this point. It's just the guys who cheated and then weren't punished for it. As that misses low and inside, 3-1. Bregman on deck. Swing and a miss. Altuve can't catch up to the heater, 3-2. Now he pops a fastball foul. Yeah, I mean, they look pathetic, Dylan. The Rangers look pathetic. The season's over. Is this one hammered to deep right center field? And Altuve does it again against the Yankees. It's 2-0 Astros. His 15th of the year. RBIs 41 and 42. Goodbye, baseball. And the Yankees, this is, I believe, the first time all year that Woodruff's given up runs in the first inning. But a 1-out single and then a 2-out, 2-run bomb by Altuve to right center. And it's 2-0 Stros. But, yeah, season's over, Dylan. We're not going to win Game 7. I think we'll win Game 6, but you can't beat Carolina in Carolina. So, that's fouled back out of play. 0-1. Bregman, 10 homers, 29 RBIs. A 3.23 average. So, Woodruff, obviously that 1.6 ERA is going to go up a bit with that 2-run home run by Altuve. And now this one, little chopper back to Brandon. Will settle, fire to first in time, and that'll end the inning. But the Stros strike first. Jose Altuve took a changeup to right center field, and we go bottom 1. Yankees down by 2. DJ LeMahieu hitting .285 with 10 homers and 30 RBIs. Will lead off here against Lance McCullers Jr. Sinker, slider, knuckle curve, circle change, and a cutter. All his pitches, he throws them hard and with a lot of movement. First pitch to DJ is chopped foul, out in front of a slider, 0-1. LeMahieu 18 for his last 45. Wind blowing in a bit from left. As now LeMahieu swings over the top of a curve, 0-2. Good knuckle curve there as McCullers trying to keep it down and away from DJ. And now that slider way outside, got away from him a bit. The count goes to 1-2. The Astros, of course, a very good pitching staff, so getting a 2-0 lead early is a big step for them. Yankees went 3-3 on their recent road trip, or 4-2, excuse me. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 away. They swept Toronto up in Toronto and then lost 2 of 3 to Tampa. Now looking to get back on track here against Houston. As Ozzie Cabrera hitting .346, now the everyday shortstop with the injury to Lindor. Takes one inside, 1-0. Cabrera in his rookie campaign, 15 homers, 30 RBIs, a .346 average. It'll be a 1-0 to Ozzie. Smacked fouled on the left field line, 1-1. Rookie of the month in both April and May, trying to do it again here in June. As this is fouled back out of play, 1-2. The 1-2 sails outside and levels the count up at 2-2 to Cabrera. And now at 2-2. Chopped foul, just got a piece of that sinker to stay alive. As the bottom just fell out of it there. Tough to catch up. And now this one, smack towards left center field and deep. Myers on the run. It's over his head, and it's one hop to the wall. Ozzie will take a wide turn at second, but he will hold there with a one-out double. His 7th double of the year. Thought Myers might have been able to run it down, but it just kept slicing away from him. And Cabrera, happy to be back at Yankee Stadium. Yep, Yankees, Nestor Cortez is the ace. Nothing else to say about that. 8 innings of 1-run ball. What's up, Calvin? How you doing? So that brings up Matt Olsen now, hitting .317 on the year. Had a massive final game there in Tampa to get the Yankees almost single-handedly the win as he swings and misses on a slider there, 0-1. I don't know if he'll be the starter, Yankees, but he should be on the team as Olsen, 24 homers, 49 RBIs, a .317 average. You know, there's guys like Alek Manoah and Justin Verlander are having similar style years, so we'll see. As an 0-1 to Olsen is fouled off at the plate, 0-2. Cabrera, good speed at second, so should be able to score on most singles. Good arms in the outfield, though, for the Stros. And that's going to come up and plunk him. Oh, got away from McCullers, so that's put 2 on with 1 out. And brings up Avi Garcia, who's been in a bit of a slump, hitting .326, but still has some good power to right as he takes one high and outside, 1-0. Avi is a double play candidate, however. It'll be a 1-0 to Garcia. Smack to right field. If it's fair, it's gone. It is a foul ball. Just a hair late on that sinker. Looking to give the Yankees the lead. And now late on that one, 1-2. So 2 on, a man out. Yankees down by 2 early, and Garcia pops it up. Shallow right. Tucker there makes the catch, 2 away. I mean, it could be. They put him on the 10-day IL because they called it a calf strain. That's the kind of injury that can be very nagging all year long, Yankees. So we saw LeMahieu, Cabrera, Olsen, and now Garcia popped up. He'll be followed by Aaron Hicks. Jacob Stallings is the catcher tonight. Cody Bellinger in left. Bobby Witt at third. And Jason Dominguez batting ninth and playing center field. But he will miss at least another 8 or 9 days as Aaron Hicks, 29 homers, 53 RBIs, a .294 average. Leading the league in home runs. So 2 on and 2 outs as Hicks fouls a sinker straight back and out of play, 0-1. 20th pitch of the inning for McCullers is now on the way. Fouled back and out of play, 0-2. Just missed the hanging slider there. And it'll be an 0-2 now to Aaron. Way inside, 1-2. It'll be a 1-2 to Hicks. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. That sinker just fell off the table. And Castro will throw to first to complete the play. So Yankees leave a pair on, but do not score. And at the end of 1 inning play here in the Yankee Stadium, it's 2-0 Houston. Yuli Gurriel now will lead off the top of the second, hitting .254. Pops it foul and out of play, 0-1. As I was saying, Yankees were able to salvage that last game in Tampa because Matt Olsen had a 2-home-run game. Accounted for all 3 of the Yankee runs. It'll be an 0-2 to Gurriel. This little chopper to the left side. Witt charges. Fires the first. High throw. Good stretch. 1 away. Nice play there by Bobby Witt. And that brings up Aledmys Diaz. 8 homers, 28 RBIs. A .239 average. He takes one low. 1-0. Now this one, chopped to first. Olsen there. Will flip to Woodruff covering. Could teach Wandy Peralta a thing. I don't know if anybody saw the Yankees' 9th inning today, but Wandy Peralta forgot to cover first and allowed a run to score against Tampa. But 2 quick outs here is Jason Castro, 4 homers, 9 RBIs, a .293 average. Will chop one to first. Olsen this time will take it himself and win the race to the bag. Beats Castro there. As we look in at the Burger King Panda Express Taco Bell Fan Cam, We go to bottom 2. Yankees up, or down by 2. Excuse me. Oh, I'm just off tonight. Didn't have my coffee today. And it's too late now, because I don't get acid reflux because I'm old. Jacob Stallings, 231, 15 homers, 32 RBIs. Takes a pitch high and outside, 1-0. It'll be a 1-0 to Jacob. Swing and a miss on a slider, 1-1. Out in front of that breaking pitch, the 1-1. Smacked up the middle and through for a base hit. So Stallings delivers a bit of a seeing eye single back up the middle. He's been hitting, he hits much better at Yankee Stadium, as do many of the Yankees. And now that'll bring up Cody Bellinger hitting 256 on the year with, I believe, 15 homers and 43 RBIs. Swing and a miss on a sinker there, 0-1. 16 homers and 43 RBIs. Bellinger having a bit of a career resurgence here in pinstripes, taking advantage of the short porch and right a few times this year as that misses high and outside, and the count goes to 1-1 on Belly. Stallings has terrible speed at first, absolutely abysmal. Bellinger, though, good speed at the plate. The 1-1. Swing and a miss on a sinker tailing away from him, and the count goes to 1-2. The 1-2 to Bellinger. Swing and a miss. Good slider. Couldn't resist. Came inside, struck him out, one away, and that brings up Bobby Witt Jr. hitting 237.
Batting it, the third baseman, Bobby.
First pitch to Witt. Oh, he's going to try and bunt his way on, but it is not a good bunt as it kicks foul, 0-1. Witt, 7 homers, 16 RBIs, a 237 average. Struggling for the most part with big league pitching, but, well, does get his hits here or there. The 0-1 from McCullers. Swing and a miss on a cutter, 0-2. Be an 0-2 to Bobby. Swing and a miss on an inside sinker, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Tough to handle the hard stuff there. Now that brings up Jason Dominguez, hitting 319 with 5 homers and 9 RBIs. Missed a lot of playing time with an injured shoulder. As that curveball drops in the top of the zone for a strike, 0-1. McCullers at 33 pitches through an inning and 2/3. Stallings off first. As Dominguez swings through a sinker, 0-2. Tied with Cabrera. Even with all that missed time, he's tied with Cabrera for the team lead with 9 stolen bases. And now this is chopped foul to stay alive, as Dominguez just got a piece of that low slider. Be an 0-2 to Jason. Fouled back out of play. Still 0-2. Late again on that power sinker. The 0-2. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first completes the play. And again, the Yankees leave a man on but do not score. We look again here at the Burger King Panda Express fan cam. Yankees down 2-0 going top third as Jake Myers, the center fielder, hitting 217. 4 homers, 16 RBIs. He will lead off here against Woodruff and smacks the first pitch to center. Dominguez is there, makes the play on his counterpart, 1 away. And now Kyle Tucker, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. As the lineup turns over, and Tucker gets a hold of one. Goodbye, baseball! A second deck shot, and the Astros are up 3-0. Tucker's 12th of the year. And Houston is ambushing those fastballs from Woodruff. And that'll bring up Michael Brantley, who singled and came around to score. I mean, that was a middle fastball. He wanted that up more and unfortunately didn't get it there, as that misses outside the Brantley, 1-0. Another pitch missed outside, 2-0. And now this one blooped behind second base, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So another single for Brantley. Another bloop single. Jammed him, and, well, he got something to show for it. As that misses low and inside to Alvarez, 1-0. Now that misses outside, 2-0. And this is fouled back out of play, and the count goes to 2-1. Now this one line fouled on the left field line, and quickly the count goes to 2-2. As he rolls a curveball foul, still 2-2. Well out in front. Swing and a miss, blew a fastball by him at 99, 2 away. And that'll bring up Jose Altuve, whose 2-run home run in the first. And there we go. We're going to just plunk him. And we're going to get to Alex Bregman. So Bregman 0 for 1. Now 2 on with 2 outs. There's a strike, 0-1. And now a foul ball knocked back and out of play, 0-2. Swing and a miss, got him on the slider, strike 3. But Houston gets another run off the bat of Kyle Tucker. And we go bottom 3, Yankees now down 3-0. DJ LeMahieu will lead off. He struck out in his first at-bat against McCullers.
For the Yankees, the second baseman.
The first pitch to DJ is smacked towards left field. This will dunk in for a base hit in front of Alvarez. So LeMahieu gets himself a bloop single, as that's just able to find some grass. And now that brings up Ozzie Cabrera, who doubled in his first at-bat. OPS now over 1,000. LeMahieu out in front of that cutter, but is able to find no man's land in left center. As Cabrera pops this curveball foul, 0-1. LeMahieu, poor speed off of first. And now Cabrera drops a bunt, and it is a beautiful bunt. Castro fields, fires the first, not in time. So Cabrera reaches on a bunt single. He can do a little bit of everything. And now that brings up Matt Olsen, who was hit by a pitch in the first inning. With 2 on and no one out here in the bottom of the third. So a single by LeMahieu, a single by Cabrera. And now a foul ball by Olsen backing out of play, 0-1. Again, just dropping that curve into the top of the zone. Olsen has hit into 11 double plays on the year. The 0-1, swing and a miss on a slider, 0-2. Tried to turn on that pitch and drive it to deep right. The 0-2, swing and a miss, couldn't resist the curve. Strike 3, 1 away. I tried to hold up, but couldn't. That brings up Avi Garcia, who flew out to right. Just missed a home run in his first at-bat as well. And fouls off a cutter here, 0-1. Be an 0-1 to Avi. Fouled back out of play, 0-2. McCullers using the cutter a bit more here. Second time through the Yankee lineup. 2 on, 1 out. Yankees down by 3. Swing and a miss. Couldn't get the backdoor curveball, strike 3. And it just seems to be the Yankee MO lately is that they'll get guys on and then can't get the big hit. Not even the big home run, just the big hit. As we see here, Hicks having a better average in June, but worse power. Yankees would love to see either of those trends continue here. First pitch from McCullers is low, 1-0. Good speed, great speed at first, poor speed at second. It'd be a 1-0 to Hicks. And that drifts outside, 2-0. Now Hicks late on the cutter, 2-1. Good pitch there by McCullers as it came back across the plate. The 2-1 and his 50th pitch of the day. There's a strike. Good changeup from McCullers. The count levels at 2-2. It'll be a 2-2 to Hicks. Smack towards left center field. That's going to be a base hit. Cabrera holds at second. LeMahieu is being waved home. He will score. It's an RBI single for Aaron Hicks. As the Yankees answer right back, it's 3-1 Houston. And now that brings up Jacob Stallings, who singled in his last at-bat. Yankees would love if he could do that again. As he takes, oh, they called a strike. Wow. That's a slider that is as a borderline as it gets, folks, and it's 0-1 now to Stallings. The 0-1 fouled back out of play, 0-2. Be an 0-2 to Jacob. Low and end the dirt, 1-2. Another single means another run. Hicks average speed at first. The 1-2. A little blooper back up the middle with Stallings running, though. Plenty of time for Diaz to throw him out and end the inning. But the Yankees get a run right back. Aaron Hicks with the RBI single. And at the end of 3 full, it's 3-1 Houston. Yuli Gurriel is 0 for 1. Takes a strike at the knees. 0-1. Now another pitch just a little inside this time, says the umpire. 1-1. And now this one ripped to right center field. That's going to be a base hit, and it's going to get to the wall. Dominguez fields. He'll fire into second. But it is a leadoff double for Yuli Gurriel. His 13th double of the year. And that brings up Aledmys Diaz, who's 0 for 1. He takes a strike. 0-1. Now a hanging slider hit to Olsen. He'll flip to Woodruff covering as he kind of glitched the wrong way. But one away and a runner moving to third now with 1 out. And that brings up Jason Castro, who's 0 for 1 with a ground out. Get a run in with an out here as he swings through that. 0-1. Now this is fouled off to the left side. 0-2. Woodruff could really use a strikeout here. And the umpire does not give him the call again. 1-2. As now this broken bat dribbler to Witt. Bare hands fires the first after checking Gurriel 2 away. So Woodruff still got what he needed as he sawed off Castro with the slider. And now Jake Myers, who flied out to center in his first at-bat, is up, trying to pick up that runner from third. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. Now slider misses low, 1-1. Fastball high, 2-1. You'd love to get out of this inning with Tucker on deck, as there's a high strike, 2-2. Good curveball there by Woodruff. And now to be a 2-2. Little dribbler to LeMahieu. He'll fire to first in time, and Woodruff strands the runner in scoring position with 3 straight ground balls. We go bottom 4. Yankees still down 3-1. Cody Bellinger 0 for 1 with a strikeout. We'll lead off here in the bottom of the 4th.
The left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
First pitch from McCullers. Checked his swing, but it's a strike anyway. 0-1. McCullers paints that cold spot down and in on Belly. The 0-1. Now Belly over the top of a slider. 0-2. Now that drifts outside, and the count goes to 1-2. The 1-2 back up the middle, but because of the shift, Diaz is there behind second. Fires the first in time, 1 away. Now Bobby Witt Jr., he's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And Witt trying to bunt his way on, but again, can't get the job done. 0-1. Witt not as good as a bunter as Cabrera, I guess. The 0-1. Smacked foul just out in front of that slider. 0-2, or maybe a little late on it, I guess. It'll be an 0-2. That sails outside. 1-2. As Witt lays off the waist slider. The 1-2. Chopped foul. Witt just gets a piece to stay alive. Wearing Chuck Knobloch's old number. The 1-2. Way outside, and that levels the count up at 2-2. Slider got away from McCullers. And now this one is hammered towards right center field and deep. Myers back at the track, makes the catch as he slams into the wall and robs Witt of extra bases. It just got a little underneath it. And Myers makes the catch on the perfect fly ball to right center, 2 away. Again, even when Witt makes good contact, it just seems the kid can't catch a break. As this misses high and inside to Dominguez, 1-0. The 1-0 to Jason, swing and a miss on a sinker, 1-1. The 1-1. Now chops the slider foul, 1-2 out in front of it. It's McCullers' 69th pitch of the night is on its way. Nice. And it's a little blooper to the right side. Altuve fields, fires the first, and the Yankees go in order here in the 4th. We go top 5. Yankees still down 3-2 as Kyle Tucker, 1 for 2 with a solo home run and a strikeout, fouls off a pitch here at the plate, 0-1. Now swing and a miss on a changeup, 0-2. Curve in the dirt, 1-2. Now the 1-2 to Tucker is fouled off at the plate. Another good slider there from Woodruff. Now fouls off another fastball, still 1-2. Another foul ball as Woodruff is working here against Tucker. Another foul ball, this one on the changeup. Goes around this time, finally got him on the curve, strike 3, 1 away, and that brings up Michael Brantley, 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a run scored. Fastball misses inside, 1-0. And now a hanging slider, but he got underneath it. Olsen off of first, sky-high pop-up, makes the catch, 2 away. And that'll bring up now Yordan Alvarez, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. Pitch misses outside, 1-0. The 1-0 to Alvarez. Call the ball, 2-0. Now this chopped to first. Nice pick there by Olsen. Takes it himself, and the Stros go in order. 1, 2, 3. We go bottom 5. Yankees still looking to try to get even, down 3-1. LeMahieu 1 for 2 with a single, scored the only run of the day for the Yankees thus far. McCullers' 70th pitch of the day is on its way. And it's outside, 1-0. LeMahieu also has a strikeout. The 1-0 to DJ. Popped him up. Off the end of the bat with that slider. Altuve in shallow right center makes the catch, 1 away. Now that brings up Ozzie Cabrera. He's 2 for 2 with a double and a single. First pitch from McCullers is back up the middle, and that's a base hit. So Cabrera now 3 for 3 with his second single of the day, and that'll bring up Matt Olsen, 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch. He takes a pitch low, 1-0. What's up, Derek? How's it going, buddy? Cabrera off of first. A man on, a man out. And now this to the left side and through for a base hit. So Olsen picks up a single to left as he goes opposite field. And that'll bring up Avi Garcia again, who's 0 for 2 tonight. With a pop out and a fly, or a strikeout and a fly out to right. Swing and a miss on an inside sinker, 0-1. Nice, Derek. I'm going to see it over Memorial Day weekend. The 0-1 is low when the count goes to 1-1. McCullers trying to get through 5. Yankees have put a lot of guys on, just not a lot of runs to show for it. The 1-1, swing and a miss on a high sinker, 1-2. Up and in, it's hard to get to that up and in pitch. The 1-2, fouled off there. That was the pitch to hit, but Garcia was late on it. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on another sinker. Strike 3, 2 away. That'll pass the baton to Aaron Hicks, who's 1 for 2 with an RBI single tonight. Would love to do that again with Cabrera over on second. He's got good speed. Swing and a miss on a high cutter, 0-1. Thought that was going to be an off-speed pitch. That was going to drop down. The 0-1 hung a slider, but Hicks was late on it. Now the count 0-2. McCullers living dangerously at the top of the zone. The 0-2. Hicks just stays alive as there's the curveball that he was looking for. Still 0-2. I did hear about it, Derek, yes. Because Winnie is now a public entity. Disney didn't renew the rights. Be an 0-2 again to Hicks. This one hammered to dead center field and deep. Myers going back at the track, looking up. It's gone! A 3-run home run into the netting above Monument Park. Goodbye, baseball! It's 30th of the year. A 3-run bomb to dead center, and the Yankees take their first lead of the day. It's 4-3 New York. Holy cow, Hicks battled and then finally got a pitch he could handle, and to dead center says, see you later. Holy cow, 422 off the 422 feet and 105 off the bat. Stallings now 1 for 2. Fouls went back out of play, 0-1. That was the pitch to hit. That was a hanging slider. But a little out in front, 0-1. Now chases a slider, 0-2. Aaron Hicks with a 3-run home run as Stallings chases his 3rd straight slider. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. That'll end the 5th. But the Yankees finally come through with men on base. Hicks, a 3-run bomb, and the Yankees now lead by 1. Jose Altuve, hit by a pitch, also has a 2-run home run tonight. Got the scoring started for the Astros. Pops this one up to right center. Garcia drifting to his right, makes the catch, 1 away. Yeah, I may have put a ball right between the numbers on him after that 2-run home run. Oops. Alex Bregman 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Takes a strike, 0-1. There's a strike at the knees, 0-2. Swing and a miss, got him to chase a slider, strike 3, 2 away. And now that brings up Yuli Gurriel, 1 for 2 with a double, was stranded at 3rd by Woodruff. Takes a strike at the belt, 0-1. Now this is chopped foul, 0-2. Now this chop to the right side, LeMahieu charges, backhand settles, fires the first in time. We go bottom 6. As Woodruff gets his way through 6, it'll be the bottom of the Yankee lineup. Yankees up 4-3. Caleb Thielbar making his 7th appearance of the year, a high ERA, but only in 5 innings pitched. Bellinger 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out.
Leading off for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Kwang Yun Kim now warming for the Yankees in the pen. He hasn't pitched in a while. Looks like he'll come in to pitch the 7th. Belly 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. First pitch from Thielbar is high and outside, 1-0. Fastball, slider, curveball pitcher. Lefty versus lefty. It'll be a 1-0. Swing and a miss on a fastball, 1-1. the 1-1. Popped foul and out of play. 1-2. Be a 1-2 now to Cody. And that misses low and inside. 2-2. Tried to get him with the backdoor slider. And now this one hammered on the right field line. Foul. Cody out in front of that slider. Still 2-2. As Thielbar really hung one there right in Cody's wheelhouse on the inner half of the plate. Oh, and they call that strike 3, 1 away. Oh, a real borderline pitch. This umpire has been terrible all night long as Houston's getting all the calls and the Yankees haven't been getting any of them. And now that brings up Bobby Witt Jr., who was robbed of an extra base hit by Myers in right center in his last at-bat. First pitch from Thielbar is high and outside, 1-0. So Bobby 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout, and when it's not going your way, it's just not going your way. The 1-0 to Bobby. Outside, 2-0. And now the 2-0 pitch. Hammered on the right field line. This is going to be a foul ball. Again, a game of inches. And for Bobby Witt Jr., he's just shaking his head as he just can't get any kind of luck the past couple of the games as that's fouled back out of play, 2-2. Tried to go backdoor with the slider again, did Thielbar. It'll be a 2-2. And now this one again hammered to right center field. Myers again seems to have a bead on it and makes the running grab just shy of the track for the second out, and that brings up Jason Dominguez, who's 0 for 2. So Bobby's had some real good swings tonight, but nothing to show for it. And now the first pitch to Dominguez is swung on and missed, 0-1. His first at-bat tonight from the right side of the plate, switch hitter, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. The 0-1. Smack towards left field and fairly deep. Alvarez back at the track, looking up. It's gone! Goodbye, baseball! Jason Dominguez, his 6th home run of the year, RBI number 10. He got himself a hanger and just hammered it to left. And the Yankees now have a 2-run lead. Jason Dominguez out of the 9-hole provides a little bit of pop as he flies around the bases after his 6th home run in the big leagues. 100 miles an hour off the bat, 384 as the bird flies. Indeed, Calvin, indeed, as DJ LeMahieu now 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Fouls a fastball back out of play, 0-1. But yeah, the public domain, that's what it is. Winnie the Pooh is public domain now. That's why they're making that horror movie. Disney didn't re-up the rights. As there's a strike on the inside part of the plate. DJ 0-2. Again, those high and in fastballs are tough to handle. Being 0-2 to LeMahieu. But a fastball down and away, a little better, but still fly ball to fairly deep center. Myers is there. Will make the catch, and that'll retire the side. But the Yankees get another run. Jason Dominguez, his 6th home run of the year. And at the end of 6 full here in the Bronx, it's 5-3 Yankees. As Kwang Nung Kim now will come on for his 15th appearance of the year. A 3.8 ERA, a 2-0 record out of the pen. 8 holds. Woodruff goes 6 strong. Battled his way through those 6 innings. He up to 3 runs on 2 home runs. And with a lineup that does not hit lefties usually as well in terms of Houston. No surprise that Kim is out there. And now Aledmys Diaz, 0 for 2. Lines this over the head of Witt Jr. for a base hit. Bellinger will cut it off. Diaz will hold with a leadoff single. And that'll bring up Jason Castro, who's 0 for 1. Or 0 for 2, excuse me, as that misses low, 1-0. And Castro tries to bunt. LeMahieu's going to try to go to second. They're going to get the lead run. They won't be able to get the return. But LeMahieu with the backhanded flip to Cabrera. And the Yankees get the lead runner. They'll take that trade every day. One away, as now that brings up Jake Myers, who hits lefties. All right. As there's a strike at the knees, 0-1. He is a speedster, however. As he chops a curveball foul, 0-2. The 0-2, low, 1-2. And now this one, chopped towards LeMahieu. He will charge. He will get Myers at first. So 2 away. Thought about doing the backflip again, but instead gets the speedier runner. And that brings up Kyle Tucker, who's 1 for 3 with a solo home run. Swing and a miss on a fastball, 0-1. And now pops the slider, foul and out of play, 0-2. The 0-2 from Kim, just outside, and Tucker lays off, 1-2. And now hammers one on the right field line. That is just foul. Not a bad pitch, but Tucker got around on it. Yeah, up and in. Wow, and he just hooked it foul. And now a little dribbler back to Kim. That's how it goes. Avi Garcia can tell you something about that. That happened to him earlier. But get up and stretch as we look at the Burger King, Taco Bell, Panda Express, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Fan Cam. Yankees up 5-3 here in the Bronx. And Christian Javier now will come in for his 29th appearance of the year out of the pen, a 3.25 ERA, about a 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. A lot of strikeouts in 36 innings pitched. 4-1 record out of the pen. A lot of walks, though, as well. Almost a walk an inning. As Cabrera 3 for 3, a double, 2 singles, and a run scored.
Yankees, not shortstop.
And you know what? With 2 lefties, 2 up, we're going to have Kim start. We're going to have Kim start have him do the 8th, too. He's a long reliever. See if he can give us 2 innings. Cabrera 3 for 3. As I was saying, swing and a miss on a fastball there, 0-1. Javier, a fastball, slider, curveball, sweeping curveball, changeup pitcher. He'll hit 96, but that fastball was only 91. As now that changeup is fouled off at the plate, 0-2. So a game of inches. Avi Garcia just missed a home run earlier that way, and so did Kyle Tucker in the top of the 7th. That's fouled straight back out of play, still 0-2. The Yankees maintain their 2-run lead as Cabrera chases a high fastball 1 away as the Astros finally retire the young rookie shortstop. And that'll bring up Matt Olsen, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Both him and Cabrera were on when Hicks hit his 3-run home run. The first pitch to Olsen, fouled back out of play, 0-1. Just a bit late on that fastball. The 0-1, swing and a miss on a changeup, 0-2. And now the 0-2 from Javier. Smack to the right side, pulled to Gurriel, though, because of the shift. He'll take it himself, 2 away. Just a little out in front on that curveball. And now that brings up Avi Garcia, 0 for 3 with a strikeout in his last at-bat. So 2 strikeouts and a fly out to right tonight as he swings through that fastball, 0-1. The 0-1 to Avi. Chases a slider, 0-2. And now the 0-2 to Garcia. Swing and a miss. He has the hat trick. 3 strikeouts tonight. And we go top 8. Yankees still up by 2 as Michael Brantley 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a run scored will lead off against Kwang Young Kim. That pitch is high, says the umpire. Kim wants to know how high. 1-0. And now a changeup low, 2-0. Three and 0 as that pitch misses low. There's a strike with the fastball, 3-1. And now a changeup punch to Cabrera. So Kim battles back. Cabrera fires the first in time, 1 away. And now that'll bring up Yordan Alvarez, who's 0 for 3. The ground out in his last at-bat. Couple of strikeouts tonight also. Takes a strike in the outside corner, 0-1. The 0-1 is in the dirt, 1-1. Now chops a fastball foul, 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on a big old curveball. Stallings fires the first to complete the play, 2 away here in the top of the 8th. And I'll bring up Altuve, whose 15th home run of the year at the time gave Houston a 2-0 lead. That pitch misses outside, 1-0. The 1-0 from Kim is low, 2-0. Now slider lined over the head of LeMahieu for a base hit. It'll get by Garcia. Altuve should have himself a double. Good throw by Garcia, but it's a 2-out double for Altuve. His second hit of the night, his 15th double of the year. And that'll do it for Kim. Clay Holmes will come on to get out Bregman, and if worse comes to worse, Gurriel. Holmes, 25th appearance of the year, 22 2/3 innings pitched, a 2.38 ERA, 14 holds, 31 strikeouts, 7 walks. So tying run coming up to the plate in the form of Bregman, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Takes a strike, 0-1. Good fastball there from Holmes. The 0-1, chopped foul, 0-2. And now this one punched to the right side, but LeMahieu is there. Flips to first. Holmes gets out of the inning. Kim does a nice job for an inning and 2/3. Holmes gets out the righty Bregman. We go bottom 8. Yankees still up by 2. As Pedro Baez making his 16th appearance of the year, a 4.08 ERA, a 2-0 record out of the pen, and 17 2/3 innings pitched as Aaron Hicks. 4 of the 5 RBIs tonight for the Yankees. As Giovanni Gallego starts to warm for the save situation. An RBI single, a 3-run home run. The only other run was a Dominguez solo shot. So Aaron Hicks, a big reason why the Yankees are ahead right now as he fouls off a Baez fastball, 0-1. Just a little out in front of it. Fastball, changeup, slider for Baez. And now Hicks skies one to right, but Tucker is there, makes the catch, 1 away. Just got underneath it a little bit. Didn't get the good wood.
Now batting, the catcher.
And now that'll bring up Jacob Stallings, who's 1 for 3 with a single. He's also struck out and grounded out. The first pitch from Baez is smacked towards right center field and fairly deep. Myers on the run, makes the catch for the second out of the inning. He gave it a ride. He smacked it well, but Myers has been real busy tonight in right center field. And that brings up Cody Bellinger now. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout in his last at-bat.
Cody Bellinger.
Caught looking, struck out twice tonight, actually. He also grounded out to Diaz at short. And Cody's going to go opposite field and fairly deep to left field. Alvarez back, makes the running grab to end the inning. The Yankees make good contact, but nothing to show for it, and we go top 9. Last chance for the Astros. I don't know, Calvin. It's a quiet night, man. Quiet night. So Gallegos making his 26th appearance of the year. 23 1/3 innings pitched. 23 for 23 in saves. 30 strikeouts, 5 walks. That's a 6-to-1 ratio. Looking for save number 24. He'll have to get the 6, 7, 8 hitters. Yuli Gurriel, 1 for 3 with a double. Takes a strike, 0-1. Now swing and a miss, got him on a changeup, 0-2. And now a slider, punch to first. Olsen there, will take it himself, wins the race to the bag, 1 away. Now Aledmys Diaz, 1 for 3 with a single. Smacks this to the left side and he's got himself another single. So Diaz 2 singles against the Yankee pen. And that'll bring up Jason Castro, the catcher, who's 0 for 3. Reached on a fielder's choice. Takes a strike there. 0-1. Now chops that foul. 0-2. Way inside with the slider. Count goes to 1-2 as Castro gets backed off the plate. Swing and a miss. Blew a fastball by him at 96. 2 away. So Astros down to their last out. And it's Jake Myers, the center fielder, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Grounded out in his last at-bat. Takes a pitch high. 1-0. Now there's a strike in the outside corner. 1-1. Now late on that fastball at 97 from Gallegos, really dialing it up. And the Astros down to their last strike. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on the slider. The Yankees win the first of this 3-game set in comeback fashion. They were down 3-0, but the big bat of Aaron Hicks and a solo shot by Jason Dominguez got them 5 runs unanswered, and the Yankees win 5-3. Brandon Woodruff improves to 10-1. Lance McCullers Jr. drops to 7-6. And Gallegos works around a 1-out single and gets himself his 24th save of the year. Hicks, your player of the game, with 4 RBIs and that home run. McCullers, 4 runs, 9 strikeouts in 5 innings pitched, 8 hits. Woodruff, 3 runs, 5 strikeouts, 5 hits in 6 innings pitched. Yeah, exactly. They'll try to steal my signs, Derek. Exactly. Gotta be careful. Anybody else here a trash can? Anybody? So Woodruff improves to 10-1. His ERA goes up a little bit to 1.76. McCullers goes up to 4.22. And now it'll be Robbie Ray versus Framber Valdez. Save the game first, though. So a couple of southpaws at Yankee Stadium. Valdez, a high ERA, but a 7-2 record. And the bullpen, even Kim, everybody pretty much good to go. Gallegos maybe doesn't go another day if we can avoid it, but we'll see. Avi Garcia, well, we're going to give Avi Garcia. Garcia needed a day off anyway, but Tim Castro will get the start in right against the lefty Valdez. And let's see. Moncada in the lineup. Bobby Witt at short. Stallings behind the plate. You know, we're going to give Belly the day off. We're going to put Conforto in, who actually hits lefties pretty good. We're going to put Conforto in right, his natural position. Castro will go to left. And Olsen's been hitting the ball. He's been hitting lefties, too. So we're going to let him get the start as well. But let's see. We're not going to have Castro in the cleanup spot. That's for sure. Actually, you know what? Well, we're going to move Dominguez up to the 6 hole. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to have 3 straight switch hitters. We're going to have... Actually, you know what? Instead, we're going to have Dominguez lead off, then LeMahieu, then Moncada, then Hicks. Actually, I like this a lot better. Yeah, Dominguez, LeMahieu. Dominguez will lead off. LeMahieu, Moncada, Hicks, then Olsen, Stallings, Witt, Conforto, and then Castro will bat 9th. This way, Garcia gets a day off, as much as I don't want to have him rest against the lefties. Although I could... Yeah, we're going to wait to rest him against the lefty because he hits lefties too well. We're going to give Hicks a rare start in the field instead. That's what we're going to do. Conforto can bat 9th, and we're going to move everybody. Garcia can bat 5th. Yeah, I like this. Dominguez, LeMahieu, Moncada, Hicks, Garcia, then Olsen, Stallings, Witt, and then Conforto. Or maybe I could put Castro in there. Nah, I think this is the move. I think this is the way we go. No, not against the lefty. Put Castro will bat 9th. This way Olsen's the only... You guys are going to hate me. I'm going to do the full righty and switch-handed lineup. I'm going to do the full righty, switch-hitting lineup. That's what we're going to do. And we'll pinch hit if need be. There we go. No lefties in the lineup against the lefty. If there's a second lefty tomorrow, we'll start Olsen and Bellinger and all. We'll do all that. Conforto, all those guys. But an overcast day at Yankee Stadium here in the second game of this 3-game set. The Astros 45-30. The Yankees 58-19. Robbie Ray getting the start today. His 16th start of the year, an 11-2 record, a 1.42 ERA, a whip well under 1. Not as many strikeouts as you'd expect, but not a lot of walks either in 101 innings pitched. And Kyle Tucker, 12 homers, 29 RBIs, a 268 average, will start off here against Robbie Ray. There's a strike at the top of the zone. We're underway, 0-1 to Tucker. This is chopped foul, 0-2. Now the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. One away as all the lefties here in this Astros lineup makes Robbie Ray a very, very happy pitcher. Now Yuli Gurriel batting second today, hitting .254. That pitch misses just outside 1-0. Gurriel 8 homers, 32 RBIs. Former batting champion, had a double in yesterday's game. Fouls off a changeup, 1-1. Now a slider low, 2-1. Another foul ball there from Gurriel, and the count goes to 2-2. Now a curveball, line to center field. Dominguez is there, makes the catch, 2 away. We look now at the Astros starting lineup. We saw Tucker and Gurriel, followed by Yordan Alvarez, Jose Altuve at second, Bregman at third. Goodrum gets the start at short. Jake Myers in center. Corey Lee is the catcher, and Aledmys Diaz is the DH in a still very right-handed heavy lineup. But Alvarez is one of the 2 true lefties, 50 RBIs, 17 homers, and a 260 average. Swing and a miss on a fastball, 0-1. Now swing and a miss on a slider, quickly 0-2. And now a curve in the dirt, 1-2. Now a fastball misses outside, and the count levels at 2-2. The 2-2 to Alvarez. Swing and a miss, got him to chase another slider, strike 3. And we go bottom 1. A nice first inning from Robbie Ray, a pair of strikeouts, and 1-2-3 go the Astros. As Jason Dominguez getting a rare leadoff appearance. Will lead off against Framber Valdez. 15th start of the year, a 7-2 record, a 4.47 ERA, a very high whip, a lot of strikeouts, a lot of walks, a lot of hits in 86 innings. But again, usually gets a lot of run support as well, as Dominguez hitting .320 with 6 homers and 10 RBIs. Valdez a sinker, curveball, changeup, and then a true fastball pitcher. He'll top out about 95 on the gun. The first pitch to Dominguez, swing and a miss on that curve, actually foul tipped into the glove, 0-1. The wind is carrying to right tonight at Yankee Stadium. And And Dominguez swings over the top of a curveball, 0-2. The 0-2 from Valdez. Swing and a miss. Got him on another one. This bounces away, though, from Lee, who fires the first and just completes the play, 1 away. Oh, Andrew, that sounds like hell, man. LeMahieu now batting out of the 2-hole tonight will step up to the dish and take one inside, 1-0. 10 homers, 30 RBIs on the year for LeMahieu. The 1-0 to DJ. Skied to right, fairly deep. Tucker, though, will make the catch, 2 away. DJ trying to go the other way against Valdez. As we look now at the Yankee starting lineup, we saw Dominguez strike out, then LeMahieu. There will be followed by Yoan Moncada making his first start in pinstripes, playing third base today. And then Aaron Hicks gets the start in left. Avi Garcia, the DH. Toro at first. Stallings behind the plate. Bobby Witt Jr. at short today. And Tim Castro in right. Moncada, 246 average, 10 homers, 25 RBIs. Went 0 for 4 in his Yankee debut. Then had the day off yesterday. Swings through a curveball there, 0-1. The 0-1 to Moncada. Skied to right and fairly deep. Tucker going back, looking up. It's gone! Welcome to the Bronx, Yoan Moncada! Goodbye, baseball! His 11th of the year and first as a Yankee. And it's 1-0 New York. Moncada acquired 3 days ago after Lindor blew out his knee. And Moncada says, I could get used to wearing pinstripes. It's 1-0 Yankees. The good pinstripes, not the crappy ones they wear in Chicago. Anyway, Aaron Hicks now up at the plate. Takes one inside, 1-0. 30 homers, 57 RBIs on the year, a 297 average. He had 4 RBIs yesterday, including 3 on a home run, as he fouls a sinker back out of play, 1-1. Again, the wind is carrying out to right tonight here at Yankee Stadium. The 1-1 fouled back out of play, 1-2. As Yoan Moncada strikes first for the Yankees. The 1-2 way inside. Count levels at 2-2. The 2-2. Chopped foul. Hicks stays alive, making Valdez work a little bit. It was actually a good pitch on the outside corner. The 2-2. Another foul ball as he went after the high fastball, just got a piece of it. And there'll be another 2-2, 7th pitch of the at-bat. And Hicks again spoils a low sinker. And we'll do it again. This will be the 15th pitch of the inning. And now this one, it almost took Valdez's head off. Right back through the box on a nice curveball. And Hicks says, I'll take that single, thank you very much. So a 2-out single for Hicks. Bang! Buzzed the tower a little bit, and that brings up Avi Garcia, hitting .321. 1 for his last 9. Smacks this up the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Hicks will stop at second as Myers gets it in quickly. But back-to-back 2-out singles here for the Yankees, and now that brings up Abraham Toro, the Bull. Hitting .328, getting a start at first today, and they give him the call, Valdez, 0-1, as that curveball whispers across the inside part of the plate. It'll be an 0-1 to Toro. That's way inside. Oh, it's going to get away from Lee. The runners will advance, so a single now could score 2 runs. And it'll be a 1-1 now after that wild pitch. The 1-1 to Toro is down and in, 2-1. You wonder if now they pitch around him a bit, maybe to get to Stallings, who's been a bit hit or miss lately. The 2-1 to Toro. Back up the middle, but Valdez is there, knocks it down, flips the first to end the Yankee threat. But they do score 1. Yoan Moncada, his 11th of the year, RBI number 26, and his first home run in pinstripes. We go top 2. Yankees up 1-0. Jose Altuve will lead off here against Robbie Ray. And he takes a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Now this one lined to right. That's going to be a base hit. Look, Castro there. Fires in. And now that brings up Alex Bregman, who hits lefties very well. Takes a strike at the knees, 0-1. Now changeup misses low, 1-1. Bregman 0 for 4 yesterday. Ooh, they do not give Robbie Ray the close call. That was more of a strike than that first pitch to Toro. As this is up the middle, it's okay. Flip to Witt for 1 on the first. It's a double play. Nice turn there by Witt after the feed from LeMahieu. 2 away here now in the top of the second. And that'll bring up Nico Goodro playing short today, hitting a .192, 4 homers, 15 RBIs. He's pretty quick when he can get on base, as that misses low, 1-0. Swinging and a miss on a changeup, 1-1. Primarily starts against lefty starters. As he hammers this foul, 1-2. Now that's low and in the dirt, 2-2. Another foul ball from Goodrum. Count stays level at 2-2. Swing and a miss, got him on the changeup, pulled the string. And because of the double play, another nice easy inning for Robbie Ray. We go bottom 2. Yankees up 1-0. Jacob Stallings hitting .232, having a better June than May overall, I'd say. .232 overall, 15 homers, 32 RBIs. First pitch from Valdez is hammered to right. This is slicing foul and will reach the seats, 0-1. I had to jam him a bit with that sinker, I believe. It'll be an 0-1 now to Stallings. Swing and a miss over the top of a changeup, 0-2. Stallings 1 for 4 in yesterday's game with a single. And now this one, he's going to get himself another single here. Again, almost took Valdez's head off. Hammers one back through the box. And that'll bring up now Bobby Witt Jr. hitting .234. 7 homers, 16 RBIs. He's going to smack this one to right field. This is going to be off the top of the wall. Stallings will go to third. Witt is into second with a double. Just inches from a 2-run home run to right. His 10th double of the year. But the Yankees are cooking now with nobody out here in the bottom of the second and 2 on. Tim Castro now up at the plate. And he's going to chop this up the middle, and it's through for... Oh, no, he's robbed. He's out at first. The run scores. It's an RBI ground out. And they will not let me challenge for some reason. So a slow roller up the middle. A nice play by Goodrum. I thought that was getting through for sure. And I would really love to challenge that. Because, I mean, Goodrum made a great play. And there's obviously still a chance to get Witt in with even an out here. But they will not let me challenge. And now that brings up Jason Dominguez, who's 0 for 1. Witt, very good speed at third. As Dominguez fouls off a curveball, 0-1. Infielders in at the corners. As Dominguez swings over the top of that curveball, 0-2. 3 for his last 8. Would really love to just make some contact here. As that's going to miss inside. Almost hit him. 1-2. Nothing but breaking balls from Valdez. And the 1-2. Smacked up the middle. This will be fielded by Altuve, but the run will score. It's an RBI ground out for Dominguez. So the Yankees take advantage of having runners in scoring position and nobody out. RBI ground out for Castro, his 5th RBI of the year. And an RBI ground out for Dominguez, his 11th RBI of the year. And it is 3-0 Yankees. First pitch now to LeMahieu is chopped foul, 0-1. So the bottom of the Yankee lineup comes through to produce a couple of runs. As now LeMahieu swings over the top of a changeup, 0-2. Also a little out in front. And it'll be an 0-2 to DJ. Checks his swing, and that misses inside, says the umpire, 1-2. Let's go Yankee chant erupts here from the crowd as the count levels at 2-2. LeMahieu lays off the curveball in the dirt. The 2-2 to DJ. Inside, the count now full. Yoan Moncada on deck. It'll be a 3-2 to LeMahieu. Swing and a miss. Good curveball by Valdez as LeMahieu chased ball 4. Lee will throw to first to complete the play, but the Yankees score 2. A single by Stallings, a double by Witt, and then a couple of well-placed groundouts, and we go top 3. Yankees up by 3. As Jake Meyers hitting .212, 4 homers, 16 RBIs, will now lead off here against Robbie Ray, who's faced the minimum through the first 2 innings. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. And now a changeup in there for a strike, 0-2. Now a curve in the dirt, count goes to 1-2. And now Myers pulls this to Moncada at third. Strong throw and plenty of time, 1 away. Now that brings up Corey Lee, 1 homer, 7 RBIs, a .273 average. Recently just called up, one of the Astros' most highly touted prospects. Starts primarily against lefties, though, as that misses low, 2-0. Astros carrying 3 catchers. Castro, Maldonado, as this is chopped to third again. Moncada, another chance, fires the first in time, 2 away. As I was saying, Maldonado, Castro, and now Lee. And that brings up Diaz, 8 homers, 28 RBIs, a .244 average. There's a strike in the outside part of the plate, 0-1. Maldonado kind of almost more of a tutor here to Corey Lee at this point, as that's fouled off to the right side, 0-2. The 0-2 in the dirt, 1-2. Now a fastball misses high, 2-2 to Diaz. And now this one looped to right field. That's going to be a base hit. Jammed him with the slider. Diaz, 3 for his last 3 now with 3 singles against Yankee pitching. And that'll bring us back to Kyle Tucker, the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 1. He struck out in his first at-bat. And that misses outside, 1-0. And there's a strike in the outside black, 1-1. Now a curveball fouled off, 1-2. Fastball outside, 2-2. And now a changeup, blooped to right, but Castro has it lined up, makes the catch. The Astros leave a man on, and we go bottom 3. As we look here at the Burger King, Taco Bell, Panda Express, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Polar, Seltzer, Fan Cam. Yankees up 3-0. Yoan Moncada, a solo home run in his first at-bat here at Yankee Stadium, leads off the bottom of the 3rd and takes a pitch high and outside, 1-0. The 1-0, fouled back out of play, 1-1. Late on that sinker there. And the 1-1 now to Moncada. Fouled off, 1-2. The 1-2 is low, 2-2. Good take there by Moncada. 40th pitch of the day from Valdez is on the way. Swing and a miss on a low fastball, strike 3. Lee throws the first to complete the play, 1 away. I'm not sure if that was the fastball. Might have been the sinker. As Hicks 1 for 1 with a single. There's a changeup, actually. My apologies. I knew it was something like that. And Aaron Hicks fouls off a fastball there, 0-1. Just a little out in front. The 0-1 is inside, 1-1. The 1-1, smack towards right field, fairly deep. Going back is Tucker at the track. It's over his head, and it's 1 hop against the wall. Hicks is digging for third. Here's the relay. The throw is not in time. It's a triple for Aaron Hicks, his 2nd triple of the year. Tucker misplayed it off the wall. By the time Myers got there to back him up, Hicks was hustling all the way. And now that brings up Avi Garcia, who's 1 for 1 with a single and a chance to drive a run in from third with 1 out. The first pitch to Avi is fouled off to the right side, 0-1. A bit late there in that power sinker. Garcia 12 for his last 42, 286. A mini slump for him, as now he chops another one foul, still now 0-2. Getting the start at DH today. Singled in his last at-bat. Now spoils a fastball there, still 0-2. The 0-2. Inside outed towards second. That will get the run in. Altuve to first in time, 2 away, but it's the 36th RBI of the year for Garcia as Hicks scores. And now that brings up Toro, who grounded back to the pitcher in his first at-bat. 3 homers, 7 RBIs on the year. The first pitch to Toro is chopped foul, 0-1. The 0-1, back up the middle. Goodrum, though, ranging far to his right, fires the first, just gets Toro to rob him of a hit. And we go top 4, but the Yankees score another run. At the end of 3 full here in the Bronx, it's 4-0 Yankees. Yuli Gurriel 0 for 1 will lead off here and take a strike. 0-1. Now another strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2. Curve misses just low, 1-2. Now Gurriel skies one the opposite way. Goodbye, baseball. Houston's on the board. A solo shot to right. Gurriel's 9th of the year. Again, the wind is carrying that way, and he went opposite field with that fastball. And Houston gets on the board. It's 4-1 Yankees. Yeah, a little too towards the middle of the plate. So that brings up Yordan Alvarez, who's 0 for 1. He takes one outside, 1-0. Checks his swing on the slider, didn't go, says the umpire, 2-0. As he fouls off a curveball there, 2-1. Now fouls off a fastball, and the count goes to 2-2. Swing and a miss, chase the slider out of the zone, strike 3, 1 away. And now that brings up Altuve, who singled in his first at-bat, was erased on a double play. As he fouls off a fastball there, 0-1. Now that fastball misses outside, 1-1. Now that misses down and in, 2-1. Went around, says the umpire, and the count goes to 2-2. Curve misses just low, 3-2. Bregman on deck. The payoff pitch to Altuve is inside, says the umpire, ball 4. So Altuve will reach, and that brings up Bregman, who again hit that double play in his first at-bat. He takes a strike at the knees, 0-1. Now he chops one foul, 0-2. In the dirt, blocked by Stallings. Altuve not going anywhere. So count 1-2. And now this one's going to get into right field for a base hit. So a walk and a single after a strikeout and a home run. Robbie Ray struggling here in the 4th, as that brings up Nico Goodro. And he's going to hammer this on the left field line. It's going to be a base hit. Into the corner it will go. Hicks will cut it off. Scoring is Altuve. Bregman stops at third. It's an RBI double for Goodrum, his 8th of the year. And now that brings up Jake Myers, who's 0 for 1. There's a strike 0-1. A chance to make this a 1-run game again, as that's in the dirt, 1-1. You can get an out here. Inside with the curve, 2-1. Now late on the fastball, and the count goes 2-2. Swing and a miss, got him on a changeup, strike 3, 2 away. So Robbie Ray can limit the bleeding here to 2. Corey Lee looking to pick up that runner from third. There's a strike at the top of the zone, 0-1. Now that misses low, 1-1. Now this chop to Bobby Witt at short. He will fire to first, and that will end the inning. But the Astros score 2. An RBI double by Nico Goodro and a solo home run by Yuli Gurriel. And we go bottom 4. We got ourselves a ball game. It's 4-2 Yankees. It's Jacob Stallings 1 for 1 with a single. Came around to score.
The catcher.
This is fouled back out of play. 0-1. The 0-1 to Jacob. High and inside, 1-1. Now this fouled back out of play, 1-2. Swing and a miss late on the sinker, strike 3, 1 away. That brings up Bobby Witt Jr., who's 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. And chops this to the left side. Goodrum charges, fires the first, got him, 2 away. Now Tim Castro, RBI ground out in his first at-bat. Will come up with 2 outs and no one on. Swing and a miss on an inside fastball, 0-1. Castro 2 for his last 7. The 0-1, fouled off to the right side, 0-2. Primarily used as a defensive replacement and a pinch runner. As that misses inside, 1-2. The 1-2 to Timmy. Just got a piece of it to stay alive. Another 1-2. Another foul ball from Castro. After this inning, I think I gotta run and use the restroom. The 1-2, fouled off to the right side, still 1-2. I'll run some commercials and I'll come right back, obviously. The 1-2, popped up, shallow right field. This will be foul as it just misses the seats. Tucker couldn't get there. Another 1-2 pitch. Now the count levels at 2-2. And the outside changeup. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat as Castro making Valdez work here at the bottom of the lineup. And a curveball too high, says the umpire. The count now full. Dominguez on deck. The 3-2 to Timmy. Chopped foul. That would have been ball 4. And this will be the 11th pitch of the at-bat. Another foul ball. Maybe if I walk, I go to the bathroom too. And now this one smacked to right field. Tucker there makes the catch. Valdez wins the battle. And we go top 5. The Yankees go in order. Yankees up 4-2. I'll be right back, everybody. Just going to run to the restroom real quick. You got to go. You got to go. right. Sorry about that. That was good timing, though. The timer just ran out. But thank you, everybody, for your patience, for hanging out. I know that's a bit of a longer commercial break, but I knew I was going to need every second of it. Anyway, we go top 5. Robbie Ray versus Aledmys Diaz, who's 1 for 1 with a single. Takes a pitch a little low, 1-0. The 1-0 now to Diaz. He's back up the middle, and he is now 4 in a row against the Yankees. 4 straight singles, and 4 for 6 this series. That brings up Kyle Tucker, who's 0 for 2, as the tying run. He takes a strike. 0-1. And now this one popped up to left. Hicks waves off Dominguez. He'll make the catch. Diaz retreats to first, 1 away. Now that brings up Yuli Gurriel, who's 1 for 2 with a solo home run. And he's going to get another chance at another one. Is this one to right center field? And Dominguez, though, will run it down and make the catch for the second out of the inning. Jason Dominguez showing off the wheels, as that jammed him a bit. And now that brings up Alvarez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Again, the umpire not giving us any of those close calls. 1-0. Now a hanging slider got away with it there. 1-1. Now this one grounded to Toro at first. He takes it himself, and that'll end the inning. So despite the leadoff single, the Astros do not score. We look around here at the Burger King, Panda Express, Taco Bell, Carl's Jr., Coca-Cola fan can. Burr, 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 burr. Going bottom 5. Yankees still up 4-2. Jason Dominguez 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Also has an RBI tonight. Will lead off here against Valdez in the top of the 5th. And smacks this first pitch foul, 0-1, out in front of that fastball. Valdez took something off of it. The 0-1, another foul ball, 0-2. The 0-2 to Jason. It's a little high, 1-2. Good to see that not only we're not the only ones not getting the 50-50 pitches. The 1-2 comes inside and plunks Dominguez. And now that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu. Dominguez does have 9 steals on the year. We'll see what Valdez does here. That pitch is outside, 1-0. It's Montero and Thielbar warming now in the Astros pen. There goes Dominguez. The pitch is outside, the throw down, not in time. Another stolen base for Dominguez. His 10th of the year. So he makes Valdez pay for plunking him by taking second. And now again, Yankees can manufacture a run here as LeMahieu fouls off that sinker. 2-1. Yeah, his speed was something we missed for those 55 games where he was hurt. As this is popped up, LeMahieu does not get the job done. Gurriel in foul ground makes the catch, 1 away. And now we look back at Moncada. Back in the first inning, his solo shot got the scoring started. Hitting .248 on the year, 11 homers, 26 RBIs, and swings through a changeup there, 0-1. They check on Dominguez over at second, because he might take third. He's got the speed for it, but he's not quite the base stealer that a Castro is, as that's high and inside, 1-1. But definitely him dancing down there around second is going to keep Valdez sharp. Maybe distracted. The 1-1 to Moncada. Smacked on the right field line. Tried to go the other way with it. 1-2. And now a 1-2. Outside. 2-2. And now this one again poked foul. Still 2-2. Moncada willing to go the other way. Already proved that with that home run earlier. 80th pitch of the night for Valdez. The 2-2. Fouled off to the right side, and the count still 2-2. And now this one popped up, shallow center, out in front of the curveball. Myers makes the catch, 2 away. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Now to bring up Aaron Hicks, who's 2 for 2 with a triple, a single, a run scored. Actually, he's a double away from the series cycle. He's got 2 singles, a triple, and a homer now in the series. He's 4 for 6. And he smacks this to right, but Gurriel makes the play on a line. Or towards right, I should say. And that'll end the inning. So Yankees strand a runner at second. We go top 6. Still 4-2 Yanks. Jose Altuve 1 for 1 with a single, a run scored, also a walk. Takes a pitch just outside, 1-0. Now swing and a miss on a changeup, 1-1. Now slider misses inside. The count goes 2-1. Fastball a little high, 3-1. Bregman on deck. Now this one, fly ball, right center field. Dominguez has a beat on it. Makes the catch, 1 away. Robbie Ray already had 83 pitches, might be his last inning. Bregman 1 for 2 with a single, was stranded at third in that big 4th inning there for the Astros. He's going to give himself another base hit. He's going to go opposite field. This is going to get all the way to the wall. Well, Castro's got an okay arm. The throw not in time. Of all the Yankee outfielders, Castro probably has the worst. If that was Garcia, he would have gunned them down. Instead, Bergman gets himself his 18th double of the year. And now that brings up Nico Goodro, who already has an RBI double tonight. That takes it 1 low, 1-0. And now he's going to hammer this by Moncada for a base hit into left. Hicks will field. They will hold Goodrum to a single as Bregman scores. And it's 4-3 Yankees now. And that'll bring up Jake Myers, who's 0 for 2. Takes one outside, 1-0. Clay Holmes now starting to warm again for the Yankees. He pitched, got an out in yesterday's game. There's a strike to Myers, 1-1. As that misses outside, 2-1. 3-1. Corey Lee on deck. Ball 4 as Ray loses the strike zone again. And that moves the tying run in the scoring position. Corey Lee 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. It's one of those things where, who's up next? Diaz. This is it. Robbie Ray's last hitter. Swing and a miss on a changeup. 0-1. Runners are going. The hit and run is on. It's going to be a hit and run single. Hicks comes up firing. The run comes home, and the Astros tie it. Because of the hit and run single, that would have been a double play to end the inning. Instead, it's runners at the corners for Diaz. And that's going to do it for Robbie Ray as we're going to go to the pen, and Clay Holmes is going to come in to try and get the ground ball. A hit and run single, hit them where they ain't. Moncada went to cover third for the double steal, and then by the time he could backtrack, it was behind him. So Clay Holmes now trying to get 2 huge outs and keep the Astros from scoring the go-ahead run. A ground ball specialist. Yankees would love to see that double play here. Diaz 2 for 2 with 2 singles, takes a strike, 0-1. And that could be 2. LeMahieu to Witt for 1 on the first. That's just what the doctor ordered. An inning-ending double play. But the Astros score 2 more. And at the end of 5 1/2, we are tied at 4. Avi Garcia 1 for 2 tonight with a single. He's also grounded out DHing tonight.
Leading off for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Avi Garcia.
Ryan Stanek now warming for the Yankees in the pen. Looks like he'll come in for the 7th. Garcia 1 for 2 again with that single. Swing and a miss on a high fastball there, 0-1. So those pesky Astros with the hit and run as Garcia's going to poke this to the right side. Tuve will dive for it, but will have no play as Garcia gets his second single of the day, and that's going to do it for Valdez. As in comes Blake Taylor for his 26th appearance of the year, a 1-1 record, 1 save, a 3.16 ERA. Toro 0 for 2 tonight. Astros are playing the bunt, and Toro's going to sky one to right center field and deep, but Myers will get there and make the catch for the first out of the inning. With the infielder in at third, Toro trying to pull one through that hole on the left side, but nothing doing. Fastball, slider, changeup for Taylor. Stallings 1 for 2 with a single. And Stallings fouls off a fastball, 0-1. They check on Garcia. Not much of a base stealer. He has very good speed, though, so he could score on something likely into the gap. It'll be an 0-1 to Stallings. Checked his swing, did not go, 1-1. The 1-1 to Stallings. Swing and a miss on that fastball, 1-2, right over the top of it. Stallings is a double play candidate, and that's the way the Astros play him right now. As this is chopped to first, Gurriel to second for 1, back to first, a 3-6-1 inning-ending double play, and we go top 7. Still tied at 4 as Ryan Stanek now making his 24th appearance of the year, 1-2, facing his former team. Yankees traded Estevan Florial for him straight up. Most of these numbers are with Houston, a 1.16 ERA and 31 innings pitched. Tucker 0 for 3, takes one high, 1-0. The 1-0 to Tucker is inside. Good slider there, but he does not chase. 2-0. Now swing and a miss on a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, 2-1. Now this punched foul, 2-2. It'll be a 2-2 to Tucker. Hanging slider, but popped it up, fouled in the left field line. Still 2-2. Caught a little bit too much of the plate there. And now just got a piece of that fastball at 100. Still 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on the Uncle Mr. Splitty. That's the splitter. 1 away. Now Yuli Gurriel 1 for 3 with a solo home run. Robbie Ray just didn't have his best stuff tonight. At least not the second time through the lineup for sure, as that misses high, supposedly. Now this is chalk foul, and the count goes to 1-1. In fact, what does that do to Robbie Ray? I'm just curious. Robbie Ray's ERA. Oh, going up to 1.69. Well, it happens. This is fouled back out of play, 1-2. But credit where it's due. Clay Holmes, nice job getting out of that inning, getting the double play they needed. As Gurriel swings and misses on the slider, strike 3, 2 away. And that'll bring up Alvarez, who's 0 for 3. He takes a strike, 0-1. Now smacked foul, 0-2. As Alvarez got him to chase the splitter. Now fouled off at the plate, just staying alive. Another 0-2 to Alvarez. Swing and a miss, flew a fastball by him at 99. Stanek strikes out the side. His old club, get up and stretch as we look at the Burger King Taco Bell Panda Express fan cam. Yankees and Astros tied at 4. Bobby Witt Jr. 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Just missed a home run. As Chad Green now starting to warm up, looks like he will pitch the 8th. The first pitch to Witt is outside to count 1-0. You guys want to see a third game tonight? Let me know in the chat. Chat's been quiet tonight. The 1-0 popped foul and out of play, 1-1. The 1-1 to Witt. Skied to right, but slicing foul. 1-2. The 1-2. Smack to the right side, but right at Gurriel. He'll take it himself. 1 away. And now that brings up Tim Castro, who's 0 for 2 with a line out, a ground out, an RBI. First pitch from Taylor. Swing and a miss on a fastball, 0-1. Castro's had some good at-bats tonight, just nothing really to show for it except for the RBI ground out. And now that misses outside, 1-1. The 1-1 to Castro is swung on and missed. 1-2. Well out in front of that changeup. Not a huge difference between the fastball and changeup for Taylor, but they look very similar. As this one is skied to right center field and deep, a hanging slider. Myers going back at the track, makes the catch right against the 385 sign in right center field. Oh, goodness gracious, that was close. Now that brings up Jason Dominguez, 0 for 2, hit by a pitch. RBI grounded as well, and a stolen base tonight. He was stranded at second. And Dominguez fouls a fastball back out of play, 0-1. The 0-1 to Jason. Fouled back out of play again, 0-2 as Taylor dialed it up to 93, and Dominguez just a little late. The 0-2. Smack to the right side. Again, Gurriel, a nice play. He flips to Taylor covering, and that'll end the inning. So the Yankees go in order. They hit the ball well, but nothing to show for it. And we go top 8 as Chad Green makes his 25th appearance of the year. An 0-1 record, 11 holds, a .38 ERA, 33 strikeouts, 1 walk. And he will face the 4, 5, 6 hitters of the Astros. Altuve 1 for 2, a walk, a single, a run scored. There's a strike, 0-1. Now chops a fastball foul, 0-2. Curveball low, 1-2 with a sellout crowd in the Bronx. Swing and a miss, blew a fastball by him at 98, 1 away. Now that brings up Bregman, who's 2 for 3, a double, a single, a run scored. Takes a strike, 0-1. As Chad Green has been almost automatic. Bregman 0 for 3 in his career against Green with 3 strikeouts, as this is fouled off to the right side, 0-2. Chases the curveball, making 0 for 6 with 4 strikeouts, 2 away. And that'll bring up Nico Goodro, who's 2 for 3 with a double, a single, a couple of RBIs. He has been a Yankee killer tonight, as that's fouled off, 0-1. But now he turns around to the left side of the plate for the first time and swings to a fastball there. Quickly, 0-2. The 0-2. Chopped foul, still 0-2. Just got a piece of it. Now that misses outside, 1-2. Goodrum is always one of those guys that whenever we face the Astros and he's in the lineup, he just seems to hurt us. As this is grounded to Bobby Witt Jr., he'll fire to first in time, and that'll end the inning. Chad Green, another 1-2-3 inning. As we go bottom 8, Taco Bell, Burger King, Panda Express, Fan Cam. Still tied at 4. DJ LeMahieu will lead off. Blake Taylor still out there. LeMahieu 0 for 3 tonight. Popped out in his last at-bat. And the first pitch from Taylor is outside, 1-0. The 1-0 popped foul, 1-1. And now the 1-1 to DJ. Late on the changeup, 1-2. Was expecting the breaking ball, and instead got the straight change. It'll be a 1-2 now to DJ. And this a little blooper to the left side. Goodro makes the catch, 1 away. Yoan Moncada, 1 for 3 with a solo home run in his first at-bat. Got the scoring started for the Yankees. Meanwhile, Drew Steckenrider starts warming for the Yankees. Looks like he'll pitch the 9th, no matter what. The first pitch to Moncada, swing and a miss on a fastball, 0-1. The 0-1, skied to the right field, down the right field line, foul, 0-2. Now this one chopped to third. Bregman there, fires the first, in time, 2 away. Now Aaron Hicks, 2 for 3, a triple, a single, a run scored. The Yankees have offered little resistance since the Astros have tied it and Valdez left the game. Hicks fouls off a fastball there, 0-1. Taylor really doing the job. This is probably his last inning of work, however. The 0-1. Hammered to left and deep. Going back is Alvarez at the track, looking up. It's gone! Goodbye, baseball! Aaron Hicks' 31st of the year gives the Yankees back the lead in the bottom of the 8th. It's 5-4 New York. Aaron Hicks, his second massive home run of this series. A 3-run shot yesterday, a solo shot today, both to give them the lead, and the Yankees are out in front 5-4. What a shot as Hicks turns on the inside fastball and smacked it to left. It's 5-4 New York. 399 to left, almost 100 miles an hour off the bat.
Designated hitter, Avi Garcia.
And it looks like the Yankees are going to try and let Steckenrider get the save. He had 9 with Seattle before they traded him here. Gallegos could use the day off as Garcia takes one outside, 1-0. It'll be the bottom of the lineup. It'll be a 1-0 to Avi. Skied to right. Deep, but playable. Tucker, just shy of the track, will make the catch, and that'll end the inning. But the Yankees get the go-ahead run that they were looking for. Aaron Hicks breaks the 4-4 deadlock. We're going top 9. Yankees looking to hold on to this one 5-4 as Steckenrider comes on for his 33rd appearance of the year. You see there most of that. He's 1-0 as a Yankee. Has yet to get a save as a Yankee, a 2.12 ERA. As looks like Michael Brantley will come out to pinch hit for I'm guessing it's Myers. That was his spot as that's fouled back out of play, 0-1. Yeah, that was Myers. He's coming out for Myers. So the 0-1 to Brantley is swung on and missed in the dirt, 0-2. These two a little familiar with each other because of Steckenrider's time with Seattle. As that just misses the outside edge, 1-2. Swing and a miss, blew a fastball by him at 95, strike 3, 1 away. Now Corey Lee, 1 for 3 with an RBI single, a hit and run single. He tied the game up in the 6th as there's a strike, 0-1. Now there's a strike with the changeup, 0-2. And no lie, Steckenrider's got closer stuff. This is the best he's looked so far as a Yankee. Is this a weak one to the right side? LeMahieu gets it into Webbing, fires the first in time, 2 away. So didn't get a lot on it, really jammed him with that curveball. Now Ledmys Diaz is the last hope for Houston. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles, takes one high, 1-0. Now a strike with the changeup, 1-1. Grounds a fastball foul right down Broadway. Steckenrider got away with one. 1-2. The 1-2 in the dirt. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He blew the high fastball by him. Strike 3. Steckenrider's first save as a Yankee. His 10th of the year as they give Gallegos the day off. And the Yankees, well, they at least clinch the series win. And they win this one 5-4. Chad Green gets his first win of the year. He's 1-1. Taylor drops the 1-2. Steckenrider, again, save number 10, his first as a Yankee. As the Yankees give Gallegos the day off. So Hicks, 3 for 4, your player of the game, with a home run, a triple, a single. Taylor went 3 innings strong. His only mistake, the solo home run to Aaron Hicks. That's all she wrote. And Steckenrider, a 1-2-3 ninth. Hey, we got ourselves a uniform. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, my apologies. This is a 4-game series. My apologies. I thought this was a 3-game set. This is a 4-game set against the Astros. So we've at least earned the split. But we improved to 59-19. We've now won 3 in a row again. We won the first game 5-3, the second game 5-4. I think a lot of folks have already started Memorial Day weekend a little early. So, on that note, thank you everybody who watched. I'm going to be off tomorrow night, and I'll be off Monday for Memorial Day. I want to wish you all a great, happy, safe, healthy weekend, long weekend, and I'll see you all on Tuesday to finish this 4-game set against the Astros. But until then, have yourselves a great night, everybody, and I'll see you later.